in a way, science is not any different from religion. It's just another religion. It has metaphysical principles. It has a priesthood. It has invisible beings that the priests tell you exist. It has a procedure for determining what truth is. It has schisms. It has heretics. It has rituals for healing. The healing rituals especially, like we saw like during COVID, okay, like think about this. Once upon a time, there was a primitive society who believed in evil spirits, and that if you got possessed by an evil spirit, it would make you sick. Well, one day, the priests said, an evil spirit has come, and it will possess you, and if you get too close to somebody else, the evil spirit will jump out of you and possess them as well. How do you know if you've been possessed? Well, you take a magic wand, and you stick it up your nose, and then you give that magic wand to another priest, and he performs a divination ritual on that magic wand, and he tells you if you've been possessed or not. But if you wear ceremonial face gear, a mask, then the evil spirit cannot get out anymore, and it won't possess somebody else. And if you don't get too close to somebody, then the evil spirit won't possess them. And eventually, if we take a magic potion and inject it into your body through a ritual of penetration of the body, then you will be magically protected from the evil spirit. Okay, like, isn't that just like a little bit too close to ritual religious understanding? I mean, it's just like so uncanny that the parallel is that exact, that one thinks something else is going on here. And you might say, well, it might look superficially like ritual, but this has science behind it. You know, there's actually bacteria, there's viruses, we can see them with a microscope. Yes, our priests have procedures, but if you're immersed in a worldview, a different worldview, it's not just superstition that you light firecrackers when you move into a new business premise. Like, that's to scare away the ghosts. And it's not just fantasy that there's ghosts, like they have actual effects if you don't do that. And there's a consensus that that is true. So rituals work because they are embedded in a system of myth that everybody believes in. This is, again, the power of story. Money is also like that. Money is a system of ritual. The superstitious natives, they manipulate symbols in the superstitious belief that reality will be affected that way. It's like a voodoo magic where somebody sends a piece of paper with symbols to your house, and because of what that piece of paper says, you are either very happy or very depressed because it says account balance on it, and it has a big number or a small number. What kind of magic gives that piece of paper so much power? It's the system of agreement, the system of symbol that rests on even deeper agreements that are invisible to us. So this is an example of what the world looks like through a different lens, through a different mythological system. It's the consciousness of myth. And you can see things that way that you wouldn't otherwise be able to see. And there are things you cannot see that way that you can only see through empirical science. I'm not belittling anything here. The transition that is possible for us has to bring it all together, all of it. East and West, indigenous and colonialist, all of it. That's the moment, that's the crossroads that we're at.